making a mess already, dropping stuff already.
Oh, you're
Did
hearing
I
things.
drop you?
Oh my God. Welcome to the pre-show.
All right, look, it's just been a morning already.
Good
Already.
morning.
I know it's only 5 o'clock here. Come on now. So
I
we
think
are
today's behaving like a Monday. That's what's happening.
trying.
Behaving
Oh
like a
my
Monday.
goodness. So I'm checking my phone because Mountain Spirit was going to be here today, and she the Wi-Fi is kind of out in her area, and
Okay.
so she's trying to get on and do some other things. She's been trying. Let me just tell her no worries, so we don't worry about her today. No worries, Mountain Spirit. We'll see you at 7 my time, 9
She's,
your time. Okay.
she's always with us. She's
Someone
with
is
us.
here. Someone is here. First of
She's
all, let
with
me back
us.
up. Good morning, goddesses. Happy Self Love Saturday. Oh
Saturday.
man, we got to
Saturday.
hear Auntie Joyce. Good morning. Good morning,
Joyce.
goddess. Yes. We got to give ourselves some grace this morning. I'm telling you, because this right here, whatever is going on, uh, it's just not it's not loving on us this morning. So we're gonna have to intervene and just love on ourselves.
You're
Just
gonna
love
have
on
to
ourselves this
let it
morning.
go, let it flow, let
No,
it
that's
be.
right. That's right.
Let it be. I'm like,
Right.
I don't I don't know what's happened. And if everything is like off, not off,
So,
but
so what I do know for sure is Mercury went retrograde yesterday, right? And things just start to happen. And if you know about Mercury retrograde, then and you want to talk about it from a different perspective, a deeper perspective, then definitely let us know in the chat.
let
I
us
just
know.
know that when it happens, a lot of times electronics go kind of haywire. Just things are kind of intensified. We talking about the
Hmm.
moon, yes, and all of that, but when
All the
Mercury goes
goodies.
retrograde, it just it's something else. Sometimes it is
It
something
is.
else.
So we
Yeah.
still go with the flow. We'll go
So
with
we
the flow.
will. We will. So we're changing the game as we go, and we will save our topic for next week. We'll just bump things up a little bit. And so one of the things that I do want to talk about, and people kind of just like did,
They're like, what?
but what I want us to start addressing is and talking about is self hate, right? If I am doing my due diligence and I am on this journey of self love and um, and working through and finding the light and the love and the truth in that, I, as an individual, we collectively have to go in the opposite direction, look at its opposition, which is self hate, and we've got a lot of work to do. We don't realize it, we don't want to acknowledge it. Like I said, people keep talking about that elephant in the room and
Show
all of
me the
those
elephant.
things.
Val is in the room.
Right, Val is in the room. Look, don't put Val next to the elephant. We don't do that.
No elephant. Just
Hey,
Val.
Val. Hey,
Where
Val.
is the elephant, Val? Do you see the
What's an
elephant?
elephant? Good morning. What's an elephant?
Good morning.
We were talking
Mm,
about
that's a question.
what we wanted to talk about today. We're not going to talk about that. Just we have had so many shenanigans and different things going on this morning. We are changing the game. We are giving ourselves some grace, right? We're going to speak some love to ourselves this morning. But what I said is that Mercury went retrograde yesterday, right? And when Mercury goes retrograde, these are times that you don't do binding things, right? Don't sign contracts. Don't get into these things with other people. If it's already something that has been in the works, that's one thing. But don't initiate things like that. And it's also one of those times where your electronics, different things, just kind of are out of whack, right? I had one year where I
Wow.
had 5 devices that just went crazy all at the same time. I was like, what the heck? So yes, I had
What's
to
happening?
a computer and all of those things. But today's topic is was the missing ingredient, right? And maybe we could talk about it a little bit. Let's just see how it goes this morning. So, in on this journey of self love, right? We're looking for the light of us. We're looking for our truth. We're looking for our authenticity and all of that. We're looking for the people, the goddesses, the gods, the men who resonate with us on that vibrational level,
Hmm.
where love is. And we're always seeking to do everything in love, right? Everything we
Yeah.
do, everything we say. Um, but to really deep dive into the self-love aspect, you've got to go into its opposition. And the opposition is self-hate. I know. It's
Mm.
ugly, right? It's ugly.
Ah.
But we're on this journey together. So,
The ugly truth.
right, right. But we have to deal with it. And that's where the elephant came in. I'm like, I'm tired of the
Ah,
sitting in the room and all of that kind of stuff. Um, I'm tired of the analogies of the
the
elephant.
elephant is the thing that we all know is
Elephant
here.
is
We
a
should talk
beautiful
about it, and
animal,
people
and
act like
we're
they
like,
don't see it,
right. I get it. It's the big thing in the room that nobody is talking about. I
but
get
nobody
that.
want to talk about it.
Right. But we're going to talk about it. And we're going to get into this series, a self hate series, where we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to put all our shit on the table. So I hope y'all ready.
That's the translation now, Val. Does it make sense now?
We are
Oh, it makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
It's how you when you bring something up and you're watching it on like some like your computer or something and it kind of does rebuffering and the little
yes.
circles going around. That's what's happening up here. That's what's happening up here.
Ah,
Rebuffering. Okay,
The
what we're doing?
rainbow, the
good
rainbow
morning.
wheel, the little rainbow wheel is
Hello.
going.
Yep.
The little rainbow reel is going and you're like, okay, this is what's happening. All
This
right,
is
the
what
missing
we're talking
ingredient. Ow,
about.
It'll connect
ow.
eventually.
Mm,
It'll
mm, mm, mm,
connect. Connect
mm,
in it.
mm. So okay, I
The
can't see the
self.
book. We're gonna have to go to a different thing. So, how do you feel about going on that journey, though?
Oh,
How do you
to
feel about
identify the elephant?
us? Yes, talking about these issues of self hate. First of all, do you believe that there? Do you believe in that? Do you believe that there are some elements of self hate within yourself that you need to pull up and get out? Do you believe it?
Obviously. Yeah. Marie, how you feeling about that?
Oh yeah, we're just passing the baton, just passing along.
Of
Um,
course. I'm still
no, I mean
rebuffering over
it's
here.
yeah, the buffering continues. This is definitely this might be a laptop issue. I can see all the colors circling, like something is about to happen, but nope, we're not connected. Um, no, I think it's there, especially for women, and I think we talk a lot here about system, and we live in a system, and they all count on us not liking, not loving, and many gain from us not liking ourselves, not loving ourselves. And so that self hate is the perfect foundation to tell you what needs to be fixed, what you need to, when you look in the mirror, for you to always be unhappy. And so that's for those, that's the gift that's going to keep on giving, because there's always something to fix. There's always something that's just not right. And so people within that system, and those, whether it's an institution or those things, they count on that. And that's how they're able to, like, tell you to do this or do that so you can fix it, so you can feel better. And a lot of those things are short term, because you're still not going inward. You're still not looking at you. You're still not seeing yourself as human, in terms of, we go back to the idea of being enough, right? So
Mhm.
if you keep looking for ways, and they're showing you ways where you're not enough, that there's always a little something. And don't forget, we're being picked apart. Whether it's like, we're going to talk about this topic coming up, whether it's the string of your hair, whether it's your face, whether it's your voice, whether it's your, how you look, whether it's your skin, whether it's like the thing you do, or the thing you don't do. Here's the thing most people don't realize: you can never win this one. There's always something. Catch 22, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
always something you got to do and fix. So within yourself, if you're trying to like please all these people and be all the things they want you to be and do all the stuff, you're going to dive into that self hate, and it's going to be hard to come out because you're not going to see that you are already born with love, that you are innately lovable, loving, and worth self love, which is one of the affirmation. I think I forgot one.
That's all right. You'll find it somewhere. We'll come back to that.
Loved,
I
lovable,
do agree with
loving.
you. I
So
am.
all of that,
All of
and it
those.
starts early. It starts so early. We think it's like an adult thing, but it's not as little kids where, you didn't have those things in your mind, and then gradually you start shifting and seeing yourself differently based on how other people see you, and the
Right.
little thing that's just not right, or the little thing that makes you quirky or unique, and then all of a sudden you just everything. You don't like anything
Mhm, mhm.
about yourself.
And then you're wondering why, like, oh my God, why? Why do I not
Mm.
like this about myself? So as you were talking, it reminded me of something that the boys do. They have this thing, right? So I don't love my the belly fat and all this extra food, right? And
Yeah.
so, but they love skin and they love playing with it. Doesn't matter if you have some skin exposed. They love to blow raspberries, the all of that in the skin, and they love playing with it and rubbing on
The
you and like
text.
just.
Oh yeah,
But it's
that's the
everything.
age.
It doesn't matter what it is. If my oldest one came out now, he would be playing with my shoulders and my skin. It's just an innocent thing, right? But it makes me uncomfortable. It makes my daughter uncomfortable because we're like, why are you playing with my fat? Get off of there!
I think
But
it's
it's all
soothing.
in
I think
love.
it's
It really
soothing.
is all in love. But it's
Yeah.
our interpretation and our experience with that not being a beautiful thing, right? Fat
Mm.
not being a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Who told us that?
Who told
Um,
us
who told us that
Well,
um, fat or having rolls on our stomach isn't a beautiful
a
thing? Who
beautiful
told
thing?
us that
Right? Who
our
told us
kinky hair is
that it is
not
beautiful?
a beautiful
My
thing?
afro ain't beautiful. Who taught us
Who taught us that?
things? Who taught us these things?
And I think that
so it's a
identifying
learned, like Joyce
It
is
is
asking,
learned.
saying.
It is learned. It's
it's
a
learned.
conditioning of
Hmm.
society. It's from society. It's from our culture. Now these things, these pieces that we've been passing down, and I'm ready to let them go and abolish them, y'all. Last night, somebody
Oh
brought
no,
up
they're all interconnected.
traditions,
It's all
right?
of them.
They
What
All
happened
are.
last
all of
night?
them.
They
All the spaces.
so last night, remember somebody brought up something. Oh, one of the goddesses. So last night we had sip after dark,
Ooh.
slay in progress, y'all, slay in progress. Um, so we did a sip after dark. We had our little chocolate, our little wine, and we.
Mm.
The question was, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, who are you? We've been seeing each other for a while now. It's like, are we taking this relationship to the next level? And the goddesses said, yes, let's take this to the next level. Let's talk about what we do, who we are, behind the scenes, because we only talk in the mornings and share our gratitude, intention, and affirmation. So one of the goddesses just brought up, as she was talking about herself, she brought up that she's not doing traditional Christmases anymore,
Hmm.
right? She wants to travel and do some things with her son and introduce him to different experiences.
Oh.
And the family is kind of like, wait, what? We not what? What do you mean? That's tradition, right? Well, some traditions we need to abolish,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And some of these things that we're passing on generationally, we are passing some things on that I don't think we mean to do, but it's from our lack of deep diving into conversations about self-love, self-hate, and a lot of different things. It's not just that, but that's this platform. So in this regard, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready now that I'm done rebuffering.
The circle has
The
connected.
circle has
That
now
moment
stopped.
stop. She
Stop
is
circling
connected.
around. I I'm gonna just go with hair. Hair was something was an area of self-hate for me. I'll just do that. And my hair, when I went to just before I went to the prom, I had a perm or something, and the perm did something weird with my hair where some of it came out, and I had a short. It was the shortest my hair had ever been, and I discovered that my hair did not like perms at all. So
Mhm.
probably I want to say in my first semester of college, I discovered my hair looks great, wet and wavy, but it was my
Mhm.
natural hair. And I remember my mom, when I would go to an event, she would say, "Well, Val, are you gonna do your hair? You're not gonna show up
Looking like
looking
that,
nappy
are you?
like that, are you?"
Hmm.
And I'd be like, "But I
It's done.
discovered it. Yeah, I discovered it is done. I mean, I combed it. I put it in a ponytail. I have it out like this, and
And how
some
about I like it?
yeah,
I
exactly. How
like
about I like it? And and it was like, oh
it.
my goodness, I can't win with her. So when I got to New York, and
Mhm.
I
Different
started
world.
wearing my hair like that, your hair is gorgeous. Oh wow, it's so wavy and
Mhm.
natural. And I was like, yeah. And when my mom saw how much I loved my hair, and that's just the hair. Not I'm
It's
talking about
just
nothing
hair.
else, just the hair.
Mhm.
She started to go, "Oh, okay. That looks nice. Okay." And then what happened is that we would have that conversation about her living in the South and how hard it was for her to get her hair done. And
Mhm.
if you had nappy hair, it was associated with picking cotton. My mother picked cotton in Arkansas, and it was if you pressed your hair and you had it look in a way that was straight and European, it associated you with being just a little bit better than, let's say, someone down the street that had no money, had to pick cotton, worked all day and stuff. So she was just like, it was kind of the status thing of having
Yeah.
your hair straightened. So when she kind of explained the trajectory of where that came from, I said, yeah, but I reject that now. And I work around people that don't look like me, that are not my same race, and they accept my hair too. They're not looking at me cross-eyed, because if they do, they will get checked. I'm gonna
Right.
be in this law
Mhm.
firm with my natural hair. You got an issue
Right.
with that? No, I'm not arguing a case or anything, but I got your back. Don't talk to me no kind of crazy way. Oh, let me not. I'm sorry.
Oh
Are
yeah.
we back? Okay, I'm good. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm
Flashback.
back. Oh, I
Okay.
had a flashback. Oh Lord, I had a flashback. Lord.
Woo! Trigger.
Yes, and we do have
Trigger.
until one of
Seeking
these
peace at all
Saturdays.
costs is my ultimate goal.
There you go. There you go. Pull out a nowism. Bring it back. Bring it back.
But this is still ongoing, though. I mean, don't
Yes.
forget, there
Well,
are
wait.
people being
We're gonna get
discriminated
into
against
hair
every
later
day in
on.
every industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get into hair one of these, like specifically. That's gonna be one
Mm-hmm.
of the Saturdays that we have
Oh
to
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
talk about.
again,
But we have to go deeper and beyond that. Like those are the conversations. I do my research, right? And so I'm in the middle of doing some research for this topic, because I want to give you what's out there, what is really out there, what's been proven, what's not, and and just I want to have good conversation around it. And so the only thing that is very prevalent is hair, but and skin, and the light skin
Skin.
versus dark skin thing.
Oh.
All of these things, like those two are the biggest two that I've found thus far. But we're gonna have to dive deeper. We're gonna have to talk about judgment
Mm-hmm.
of self, judgment of others. Why
mm,
is it that I walk past these? Oh my God, I can't stand those ghetto, or oh my God, she bougie. That where does that come from? Because that's a reflection of something within you
Mm-hmm.
that you haven't dealt with or that you haven't recognized,
mm.
right?
And I think that, and ironically, my meditation was on envy this morning,
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
and I was thinking about that, like, where. am I envying things or envying people? And that comes from a source of lack.
Yes.
Why am I envying someone that is projecting a very happy life on social media? I may not know the truth.
Right.
God has
But
taught
it
me that
looked good
lesson.
over there.
Huh?
But it looked good over
It
there.
looked
It
good,
looked
right?
good.
Yeah, they got the boo thing, they got they baby. The baby look clean, or the babies, or they're growing up. A lot of my friends now have grown children, so they're in
Mhm.
college and now becoming grandmothers and grandfathers and the
Mm.
like. And my thing is, no, this is the journey that I'm on. I have no reason to envy anyone else in
Yeah.
their journey. And I literally think, oh my gosh, I have to fill up my cup. I have to look at myself and fill up my and not hate where I am. Be grateful where I am. There's a reason why I'm on this journey without a husband and children. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
And I why envy anybody else? Why look over and see what they have and go, I want what they have, or they have a job or a career that
Mhm.
I want.
Mhm.
Really? No,
Right.
I'm doing what I love right here. I'm good.
This is it. Right. This is it right here. I'm loving where I am and what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Look, I know we
That's an
got a late start.
affirmation.
That's confirmation, right? That's confirmation. I know we got a late start, but I want to point you in a direction. This is my little message of the day. Um, chapter 4
Ooh,
in the
nice.
book, in the book, the other book. I know you got another book you're looking at. I don't know what I did. Oh, I threw it this way.
Oh, everything is electronic for me, so I'm good.
She's like, I have my phone. Got the phone.
So
Mm-hmm.
in the Slay Bible, now that it's now called, and it's actually Slay Self Love Awaits You.
Mm-hmm.
I am on page 80. But chapter 4, if you don't start anywhere else, understand that you need that's a great place to start. So let me read this message, and then we'll go just a little bit longer, and then let the goddesses know on Clubhouse, we coming, y'all, we coming. So her healing, evolution, and rebirth manifest for her when she does, when she believes that she deserves to find her rock. So tell me, goddess, have you found your rock? Rock, release, overcome, create, keep. And when we think about a rock or even a mountain, we think about this thing that we have to overcome, right? And it's the same kind of thinking with the rock, right? Except your rock. Let me finish reading this. Let me back up. Spirit continued to speak. I sat in silence for a minute or two. I shed a few tears for a minute or two more. My conversation with Spirit went deep, and I was given some pretty amazing revelations on that beautiful day. I share this moment with you because I believe every goddess deserves to find her rock. Her healing, evolution, and rebirth manifest for her when she does. So tell me, goddess, have you found your rock? Her rock is the second slay essential. It involves understanding that in order for healing, evolution, and rebirth to occur within oneself, one must first release and overcome what ails her, then create and keep what sustains her. Find your rock, uncovering whatever is hidden underneath it and making some decisions about what to do with it is vital. And it may sound a bit dreary, um, dredging up issues, but doing so, I lost my space, y'all. Sorry. See, this is where I need my glasses.
The
It
circle
may
is back.
sound a bit dreary, but dredging up issues that continue to hinder you are totally necessary for your breakthrough to the real you. You may be fearful or think you will fall, fail, or fuck up, but you won't. I got your back, and so do your sisters. Your rock has got you too, right? So we need to understand that this is part of that journey. So as we are creating this lifestyle that we want. We like, okay, I love this right here, I love that right there, and we're adding to and creating this lifestyle that we want. But there are some things we need to release and overcome.
Mm,
Releasing is akin to what you've been talking about in changing habits, right? Making
mm,
Yeah.
something a habit, doing that 30-day, 21 days changes a habit, 30 days you should be good, right?
yeah.
But sometimes the issues are deeper than that. Sometimes we need to go deeper than that. And those are things that we need to overcome. And in overcoming some things, we may need to elicit the help of others, right? This here is a healing space, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter to me, but it is a healing space. There are things that are taking place underneath the surface we don't even realize, but we have to do the thing, we have to do the work to seek and find our healing so that we can continue to evolve on this self-love journey and rebirth ourselves in accordance with who we say we want to be, and in a space of love, first loving yourself, taking care of you and all of that, and then doing that for others. So,
Yeah.
oh
All
wow, we
right. I
got
feel
our own
like that was a
message.
mini sermon right there. I couldn't quite keep
All
up with
right.
everything. I'm like, oh my Lord, that
Right, let me
sounds
put that
good
in
too.
there. Ooh, yeah, yeah, let me put that in there. Right.
You just-
And I want to say, we see Dr. Renee in there. She says, we're all here for a reason and
That's
for a
right.
call. And I love that one, right?
Mhm. But
And
we
she,
can't keep letting these issues. This is like that sticker bush. I'm telling you, we got to get the pieces out. Get the sticker bush
Ooh,
out. You fell in there, I know, but we ain't got to keep on. Just start pulling them off.
I know. We literally have to watch what we're listening to, what's coming into our gates, our ears, our eyes, and then what
All
we're
of it.
saying to one
Yes.
another, what comes out, because a lot of self-hate and a lot of things that come unfortunately from a foundation of self-hate or something that we don't like about ourselves, it comes out, and it unfortunately just it we spew it onto other people, and it's like,
mm,
where's that coming from? Like,
Right.
you go all the way to the left or all the way to the right, and you're like, no, that's not, yeah, where is that coming from? So we got to
Where is it
identify
coming
it
yeah.
to slay it, get it out so it can be slayed.
from? That's right. That's
That's my
right.
sword. That's my
I
sword
know.
position.
All right. Do the sword thing again, Val. Do it one more time.
Oh, yep. And it's
You
gone.
still have to slay it though.
Gone. We are weeding those things out. Oh my
And
goodness.
have you ever been in a time space with yourself? Sometimes we do that, right? And I don't know if you've done it, but I know I've done this where I'm in a space by myself and I'm thinking something, or I say something and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Why did I say that? It's not what I believe, but it must be in my subconscious somewhere because it came from somewhere,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. And I love that you say, and I'll put it up again, the Slate Ground is a healing space.
Yeah.
Definitely having an affirmation, having an intention, having something that you're grateful for every single day slays a little bit, even if it's built up, a little bit of the weird self-hate and the weirdness that is within. No, 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 I'm not going to envy, I'm going to be grateful. I'm not going to be, oh, my day is horrible. No, I intend to have a great day. If I speak
Mm,
that over my day first, I give that power. Whatever I speak over, I
That's
give it
right.
power. That is biblical.
mm,
Tracy, I know you talking. Oh my gosh, I wrote my slave Bible. I'm like, no, but I'm thinking about it like, God says that if I speak it, I gotta speak good things over it, and I affirm it. I affirm this is going to be a great day. That I am loved and very lovable, and all of that. I have to constantly fight against that because of what I've heard, what I've seen, what
Yes.
I've said, or what's been said to me. So I've got to
Exactly.
always have that sword ready to slay all of that
You do.
crazy.
You do. It is so very important.
yeah.
It is. So the work we do here is very much necessary. Final thoughts, Marie?
Final thoughts. Well, you
Final
better
thoughts. I know we're doing some
stand
serious.
on that rock and again, part of it is really doing that shift, right? In terms of looking in the mirror and be willing to start saying other things that are more positive to yourself, because that self-hate is, you're going to self-destruct. And so there
Woo.
are more affirmations in terms of really looking every day. There's a reason to say I am and make
Right.
it
Yes.
positive, right? And so saying those words instead of the other thing that's coming up more often,
Mhm.
or absorbing what the other people are saying, which are not true. So it's
Mm-hmm.
you now redefining yourself and to see yourself through love instead
Yeah.
of self-hate.
Yeah. That's a retraining ground. And that's why many of us come back to the Slate Ground on a daily
Reprogramming.
basis, because that is a great place. It's a safe space
Yeah.
to tell your truth and to literally get that intention, the affirmation, and that gratefulness out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
that, I believe, is the best way to literally speak against any and all that negativity that
Mm-hmm.
is within us. So thank you, Tracy.
Those are
That's
the
the nurse.
ingredients.
Yeah,
The
Yes.
that's the
ingredients for
nurse.
Right.
self-love.
Yes. Well, there you have it. That is, to me, that is the missing ingredient in all the things that we're doing in life and taking care of, and doing for, and all of that. Self love is the missing ingredient, and it's not the superficial. Oh, girl, I love myself. I love, baby. We going deep. You got to go.
Hmm.
We go deep, and we don't get no sleep. You ain't getting no sleep now. We working. This is the work we are doing.
Love it. Oh my
Mm-mm.
gosh.
See, Janet was talking about something different. I'm talking about us going deep for us, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And we
Sanity.
will also put that link in the chat so that people have it, because we are heading over to Clubhouse. I'm coming, y'all. We
Take the
coming. We on our
train.
way over there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, even behind all our technical difficulties and shenanigans. Be gentle with yourself and give yourself some grace during this retrograde. Mercury doing some things, but that's all right. Go look that up on your own. We'll talk about it later. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for joining us
See you next
today.
time.
Peace.
Don't forget it's Self Love
Bye.
Saturday. Do something loving for yourself. I love you. Bye.